Imagine waking up one morning to find the grocery store shelves empty. Maybe it's a hurricane, a power outage, or just another supply chain disaster. Suddenly, getting food isn't as easy as grabbing a cart and swiping your credit card. While most of us rely on supermarkets for daily meals, the Amish have been stockpiling food for generations without refrigerators, freezers, or modern technology. They know that having a long-term food supply isn't just smart, it's survival. And here's the best part. Many of the foods they store never expire. That's right. Some of these pantry staples can last for decades, even centuries, if stored the right way. So, what exactly do they keep in their homes? And how can you build your own emergency food supply without worrying about expiration dates? Today, we're counting down 20 foods the Amish stockpile that never go bad, so you can be prepared for anything. Let's get started. If there's one food every pantry should have, it's white rice. Cheap, easy to store, and incredibly versatile, this simple grain has been feeding people for thousands of years, and for good reason. Unlike brown rice, which contains natural oils that cause it to spoil faster, white rice has almost no moisture or oil, meaning bacteria and mold don't stand a chance. In fact, when stored properly, white rice can last up to 30 years. Yes, 3 decades, without going bad. The Amish understand the importance of staple foods that last, and white rice is one of their top choices for long-term storage. It's filling, easy to cook, and pairs well with almost anything. In a survival situation, you need foods that provide energy and keep you full, and white rice does exactly that. For a family of 4, experts recommend storing 100 to 200 pounds to ensure a reliable food source that can last for years, whether for everyday meals or emergencies. The key to long-term storage is keeping rice in a cool, dry place, sealed away from air and moisture. Many Amish families store it in mylar bags with oxygen absorbers, airtight containers, or food-grade buckets with sealed lids to maximize freshness. Aside from its incredible shelf life, white rice is a smart food to stockpile because it's affordable, easy to cook, and endlessly versatile. You can pair it with beans, canned meats, or dehydrated vegetables for a complete, hearty meal. It's also a quick source of energy, perfect in an emergency when you need something simple but filling. The Amish have been stocking white rice for generations, and with today's unpredictable world, it's a food worth keeping in your own pantry too. Just like white rice, dried beans are a survival food you can count on. They are packed with protein, fiber, and essential nutrients, making them one of the most nutritious and longest-lasting foods you can store. The Amish have relied on dried beans for generations because they are affordable, easy to store, and can last up to 30 years when kept in the right conditions. One of the biggest reasons dried beans are so valuable is their high protein content, which makes them a fantastic alternative to meat, especially in emergencies. They're also rich in fiber, vitamins, and minerals like magnesium and potassium, helping to keep you full and energized. Unlike canned beans, which eventually expire, dried beans stay fresh indefinitely when stored in mylar bags with oxygen absorbers, airtight containers, or food-grade buckets in a cool, dry place. For a family of 4, 100 to 150 pounds of dried beans is a solid stockpile to last for years. With so many varieties, black beans, kidney beans, pinto beans, and lentils, you'll never get bored. They can be soaked and cooked in stews, soups, or served as a side dish, making them one of the most versatile and budget-friendly foods to keep in your pantry. The Amish understand that a reliable food supply isn't just about quantity, but also quality, and dried beans check both boxes. They're nutritious, long-lasting, and require no refrigeration, making them an essential part of any survival food stash. Whether you're preparing for hard times or just want a backup plan, dried beans are a simple, affordable, and smart choice for any household. If there's one food that truly lasts forever, it's honey. Archaeologists have found jars of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old and still perfectly edible. That's because honey has a unique natural composition that prevents bacteria and mold from growing. The Amish have been using honey for generations, not just as a sweetener, but also as a natural preservative, medicine, and energy booster. Unlike processed sugars, raw, unfiltered honey contains enzymes, antioxidants, and trace minerals that provide health benefits beyond just sweetness. It has antibacterial and antifungal properties, making it a great natural remedy for sore throats, minor wounds, and even digestive issues. It also never spoils, which means once you stock up, you'll always have a ready-to-use natural sweetener that will last a lifetime. For a family of 4, 10 to 15 pounds of honey is a good amount to store. It's best kept in sealed glass jars or food-grade plastic containers in a cool, dry place. Even if honey crystallizes over time, a little heat will bring it back to its liquid form without losing any of its quality. The Amish often buy honey in bulk from local beekeepers or produce their own, ensuring they have a steady supply for baking, sweetening tea, or even preserving fruit. Beyond its incredible shelf life and health benefits, honey is also a great natural energy source. Its simple sugars are quickly absorbed by the body, making it perfect for an energy boost during tough times. The Amish know that having honey on hand means having a sweet, nutritious, and reliable food source that will never go bad. If you're building a long-term food stockpile, honey should be at the top of your list. Powdered milk is one of the smartest foods to stockpile because it provides essential nutrients without the need for refrigeration. The Amish have been using it for generations as a reliable substitute for fresh milk, especially in the winter when dairy cows produce less. Unlike liquid milk, which spoils quickly, powdered milk can last up to 20 years when stored properly, making it a must-have for any long-term pantry. One of the biggest reasons to keep powdered milk on hand is its high calcium, protein, and vitamin D content, which are crucial for bone health and overall nutrition. It can be easily reconstituted with water to use in cereals, coffee, or cooking. In emergencies, powdered milk ensures you still get the benefits of dairy without worrying about it going bad. For a family of 4, 10 to 15 pounds of powdered milk is recommended to last for an extended period. The best way to store it is in Mylar bags with oxygen absorbers, vacuum-sealed containers, or food-grade buckets to keep moisture out. Many Amish families buy powdered milk in bulk and store it in cool, dry places, ensuring they always have a steady supply of dairy nutrition. Beyond just drinking, powdered milk is a key ingredient in baking and cooking, used in bread, pancakes, sauces, and even homemade cheese. It's also a great creamer substitute for coffee or tea. If you want to be fully prepared for any situation, stocking up on powdered milk ensures you'll always have a reliable dairy source without ever needing a fridge. It's affordable, long-lasting, and essential for any food storage plan. Canned vegetables are one of the most reliable and long-lasting food staples in any pantry. The Amish have used home canned vegetables for generations to preserve their harvests and ensure they have access to nutritious food all year round. Unlike fresh produce, which spoils quickly, canned vegetables can last 10 to 20 years when stored in a cool, dark place, making them an essential part of any long-term food supply. One of the biggest advantages of canned vegetables is that they retain most of their vitamins and minerals, particularly vitamin A, vitamin C, and fiber, which are crucial for maintaining health, especially during emergencies. They also require no refrigeration and can be eaten straight from the can, making them perfect for survival situations when cooking might not be an option. For a family of 4, it's recommended to stockpile 100 to 150 cans of mixed vegetables, such as peas, corn, carrots, green beans, and potatoes. The Amish often can their own vegetables using glass jars and pressure canners, but store-bought canned vegetables are just as effective and widely available at grocery stores. If you grow your own produce, learning how to can vegetables is a great way to extend their shelf life while maintaining their natural flavors and nutrients. Canned vegetables are also incredibly versatile. They can be used in soups, stews, casseroles, stir fries, or served as a simple side dish. In tough times, having a stockpile of nutritious, ready to eat vegetables can make a huge difference in your ability to stay healthy and well fed. Whether you buy them or can them yourself, canned vegetables are an easy, low maintenance way to ensure your family always has access to essential nutrients. Dried pasta is one of the most affordable, versatile, and long lasting foods you can stockpile. The Amish have relied on pasta for generations as a staple meal base that can be stored for years without refrigeration. When kept in airtight containers, dried pasta can last up to 10 years or more, making it an essential food for long-term storage. One of the best things about dried pasta is its low moisture content, which prevents spoilage and makes it an excellent option for bulk storage. It's also packed with carbohydrates, providing a quick and reliable energy source, which is crucial during emergencies or food shortages. Plus, it's easy to cook, requiring just boiling water to prepare a filling and satisfying meal. For a family of 4, it's recommended to stockpile at least 50 pounds of dried pasta, ensuring you have a long-lasting and versatile meal base. The Amish often buy pasta in bulk and store it in mylar bags with oxygen absorbers, or in airtight food-grade containers to protect it from moisture and pests. If you want to extend its shelf life even further, vacuum sealing is another great option. Dried pasta is also extremely versatile. It can be used in soups, casseroles, stir fries, or served with canned vegetables and protein sources like beans or jerky. In tough times, having a simple, easy-to-make meal option can make all the difference. Whether it's spaghetti, macaroni, or egg noodles, dried pasta is a must-have in any long-term food storage plan. It's cheap, filling, and lasts for years. Rolled oats are one of the best long-lasting, nutrient-dense foods you can stockpile. The Amish have relied on oats for generations as a hearty, energy-boosting staple that provides essential nutrition, especially during the colder months. When stored properly in airtight containers, rolled oats can last up to 30 years, making them a top survival food for any pantry. One of the biggest advantages of rolled oats is their high fiber content, which helps with digestion and keeps you full for longer. They're also packed with iron, magnesium, and essential vitamins, making them a superfood in survival situations. Oats are an excellent source of complex carbohydrates, providing long-lasting energy, something that's crucial when food supplies are limited. For a family of 4, it's recommended to store 50 to 75 pounds of rolled oats to ensure a steady supply of this nutritious grain. The Amish often buy oats in bulk and store them in mylar bags with oxygen absorbers, food-grade buckets, or vacuum-sealed containers to protect them from moisture and pests. Unlike many processed foods, oats require no refrigeration and can be easily prepared with just hot water, making them a perfect emergency meal. But oats aren't just for breakfast. They can be used in baking, soups, granola, energy bars, and even as a thickening agent for stews. Some Amish families also grind oats into oat flour for baking bread or pancakes. Whether you're looking for a warm, comforting meal or a nutritious, long-lasting food source, rolled oats are a must-have for any stockpile. They're cheap, filling, and incredibly versatile, a true survival essential. Salt isn't just a seasoning, it's one of the most important survival foods you can stockpile. The Amish have used salt for generations, not only to flavor food, but also as a natural preservative to keep meats, vegetables, and dairy fresh without refrigeration. The best part? Salt never expires. If stored properly in a cool, dry place, it will last forever, making it one of the most valuable and essential pantry items. One of salt's greatest benefits is its preserving power. It draws moisture out of food, preventing bacteria and mold growth, which is why it has been used for centuries to cure meats, pickle vegetables, and store dairy products like cheese and butter. The Amish frequently use salt to make jerky, smoked meats, and fermented foods, ensuring they have a steady food supply year-round. For a family of four, it's recommended to store at least 10 to 20 pounds of salt, especially if you plan to use it for both food preservation and daily cooking. The Amish typically store salt in airtight containers or food-grade buckets to protect it from moisture, as dampness can cause clumping. If you want extra versatility, consider stocking different types of salt, such as kosher salt for curing meats, sea salt for cooking, and pickling salt for food preservation. Salt isn't just for food, it has multiple survival uses. It can be used for water purification, cleaning, and even wound care in emergencies. Plus, in extreme situations, salt was once so valuable it was even used as currency. Whether you're prepping for a food shortage or just looking to make your meals taste better, salt is an absolute must-have in your long-term food storage. It's cheap, lasts forever, and plays a critical role in both survival and everyday cooking. White vinegar is one of the most versatile, long-lasting, and essential items in any Amish pantry. It's not just for cooking. This powerhouse ingredient is used for food preservation, cleaning, and even medicinal purposes. The Amish have relied on vinegar for generations because it never expires, making it a survival must-have that lasts indefinitely when stored properly in a cool, dark place. One of vinegar's greatest uses is pickling. Its high acidity creates an environment where bacteria can't survive, allowing vegetables like cucumbers, beets, and onions to stay fresh for years. The Amish often pickle their harvest to ensure they have nutritious, long-lasting food throughout the winter. If you're looking to build a food stockpile, white vinegar is a key ingredient for preserving your own food at home. For a family of four, it's recommended to store at least 5 to 10 gallons of white vinegar. The Amish typically keep it in glass jugs or food-grade plastic containers, ensuring it stays fresh and ready to use for years. Besides pickling, vinegar is also a natural disinfectant, making it perfect for cleaning surfaces, killing bacteria, and even acting as a mild weed killer. Unlike chemical cleaners, vinegar is completely non-toxic and safe for both food and home use. But that's not all. White vinegar also has medicinal benefits. It can be used to soothe bug bites, relieve sunburns, and even help with digestion when diluted with water. Some Amish families also use vinegar as a natural remedy for sore throats and colds. With so many uses and no expiration date, white vinegar is one of the best things you can stockpile. Whether you're using it to preserve food, clean your home, or treat minor ailments, vinegar is a low-cost, high-value survival essential that no pantry should be without. Bouillon cubes may be small, but they pack a big punch when it comes to long-term food storage. These tiny flavor boosters are a staple in Amish households because they can last for years, require no refrigeration, and instantly add rich taste to any dish. Whether you're making soups, stews, rice, or beans, bouillon cubes provide a savory depth of flavor without the need for fresh broth or extra seasoning. One of the biggest advantages of bouillon cubes is their long shelf life. Thanks to their high salt content, they act as a natural preservative, preventing bacteria and mold from growing. When stored in a cool, dry place, bouillon cubes can last for at least 5 years, sometimes even longer. Unlike canned broth, which takes up a lot of space, bouillon cubes are lightweight, compact, and easy to store, making them a perfect survival food. For a family of four, it's a good idea to stockpile 300 to 500 bouillon cubes to last at least 2 years. The Amish often keep a mix of chicken, beef, and vegetable bouillon to add variety to their meals. These cubes can be dissolved in hot water to create a quick broth or crumbled directly into dishes for a burst of umami flavor. Another great thing about bouillon cubes is their affordability. They are cheap, widely available, and take up very little space, making them one of the most practical stockpile foods. If you want a more natural option, consider storing powdered broth, which has a similar shelf life but may contain fewer preservatives. Beyond cooking, bouillon cubes can also provide a psychological boost during tough times. Even in a survival situation, having a warm, flavorful meal can bring comfort and morale to your family. So if you're looking for an easy way to add taste to your stockpile meals, bouillon cubes are a must-have. If there's one thing we can learn from the Amish, it's that being prepared isn't just smart, it's survival. They've mastered the art of storing food that never expires, ensuring their families are always fed, no matter what life throws their way. From white rice and dried beans to honey and powdered milk, the Amish pantry is filled with foods that can last for decades without refrigeration. Whether it's a natural disaster, economic downturn, or simple power outage, these foods provide security, self-sufficiency, and peace of mind. But this is just the beginning. The Amish don't stop at basic pantry staples. They have even more secrets when it comes to long-term food storage, preservation techniques, and survival strategies. In part 2, we'll dive even deeper into their time-tested methods, including how they preserve meats without electricity, store fresh produce for months, and create nutrient-packed survival foods that can outlast any crisis. So stay tuned, because when it comes to food security, the Amish have plenty more wisdom to share.